Alliance for Community Action presents a radio drama entitled Let's Participate. So listen and participate.
Step out! I don't even know why Chanda didn't lock up this dog. I'm sorry, my dear, otherwise you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Auntie. This dog always barks at me every time I visit.
No,
Auntie, just seems like I don't get along with dogs.
Please, grab that seat, my dear, so that you can join me in the shed where I'm washing from.
Thank you, Auntie. I'm here to see Chanda. Is she around?
No, she is not. She left some few hours ago, but I'm sure she is going to be here anytime soon. She made mention that you are going to come. Just wait for her.
Oh, I see. I hope she didn't go very far because I don't want to be late again for the church meeting. Did she happen to mention where she went?
Of course she did. She said she was going to the W's office to collect the application form for the skills development training under CDF.
I'll just wait for her to come. She was really serious about the CDF skills development thing.
Oh yes, she was. Ever since they announced last week in church, she hasn't been herself. She has been talking about it like I don't know. Aren't you applying yourself?
No, Auntie. I am actually part of the first few cooperatives who are given grants through CDF funds.
Oh, really? That's great to know. Manje, how come you had information about CDF and you didn't bother to tell your friend Chanda? I'm sure she could have shared with Mbappe, because in Mwandi, I'm curious about it. I just hear at CDF. What does it stand for?
Auntie, CDF stands for Constituency Development Fund, and this is the money that government releases every year in all constituencies so that citizens can use it to solve the problems they are facing in their communities and to bring about development.
Oh, okay. So how does it work?
Auntie, basically, 60% of the money is for the community development projects.
Oh.
For example, building of schools, roads, hospitals, drainages, or even a police station in case where the community does not have one. Then 20% is for school bursaries such as secondary, tertiary, or even higher education. In fact, it is the same money that they use to sponsor people like Chand in doing their skills training. And if it is orphans, persons with disabilities, they are even prioritized.
They are really doing a great job. Manja, you talked about the 60% and the 20%. What about the remaining 20%? Where does it go?
The remaining 20% goes to the youth and women empowerment. This is where the women and the young people are given grants and loans. These people are encouraged to form cooperatives for easy disbursements of funds, just like we did with my peers the time we were getting our grants.
Wait, you talked about grants and loans. What's the difference between these two?
That is a very good question, Auntie, and a lot of people get confused. A grant is the money that is given to a cooperative so that they can boost their already existing businesses without having to pay back. While a loan is the money that is given to a cooperative so that they can start up a business, make profits, and then pay within a given period of time. This is a revolving fund, which means that when they pay back the money, others can be able to have a chance to get as well.
I must say you are a very brilliant girl. And thank you very much for sharing this information. You are very good at explaining things. Why didn't you just become a teacher?
Auntie, being a teacher,
you should just reconsider your decision once.
It is very important that as citizens we take part in monitoring CDF projects to ensure that what was planned is what is delivered and that money is not being stolen.
Kampamba boy, you're already here.
Yes, I'm here, my friend. I came some time back. How was it at the World Development Committee office?
Iwe, Padia Ponce, this is when you're coming back, surely. Your friend has been here waiting for you so that you can go together for the youth church meeting. But it's obvious you went to do other stuffs. Iwaka Chanda.
Mommy, the queue was longer than I expected. And I'm even lucky that I managed to collect the form earlier. Otherwise, others are still on the queue waiting for their turn to go in the office. And from the look of things, others might not even manage to collect today, so?
Yeah, it's that bad, sure. Awe, We thank God that you managed to collect the form today. In fact, it's a good thing that you even delayed a bit because Kampamba here has managed to share with me a lot of information that I didn't know about CDF.
Is it? I really trust my friend when it comes to sharing information. She's really good at it. Meaning that, boy, Kampamba, you're not bored, ka?
Not at all, boy. We really had a very good conversation.
Aha, that reminds me. Before I forget, I wanted to find out more, especially the issue of CDF loans. Do people really pay back the money?
I've been asking myself the same question for some time now. Can you kindly tell us why, Kampamba?
It is very important that as citizens we take part in monitoring CDF projects to ensure that what was planned is what is being delivered and that the money is not being stolen.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because firstly, citizens should take part in the CDF to ensure that what the community needs is what CDF is working on. So that there can be accountability and transparency.
This is very true. Because I also feel it is very important for people to know how CDF money is being handled at every single stage. Otherwise, CDF money will be going to waste, so? Hence, the need to intensify monitoring of these projects by us citizens so that this money is not mismanaged.
Very true indeed. Everyone in our community needs to make sure that they participate in monitoring these projects for the better good of our country.
So now, how can us citizens take part in the monitoring of these different CDF projects?
All we have to do is visit the Ward Development Committee, CDF or council offices where you can be able to get a lot of information, especially on the progress of projects, or better still, you can hold monitoring meetings done by yourselves as community members.
Oh,
yes. Where you can then discuss how CDF money is being used in your ward and to take a look at development projects that are being executed under CDF to see if at all there haven't been mismanagement of funds.
So you mean that if I go there right now, I'm going to be given the information that I want with regards to the project that are being implemented?
Of course, yes. Why not? I mean, you have the right to know about what is happening in your country, more especially in places near you or around you.
This is very good. I will even tell our neighbor, so that we go there together to the Ward Development Committee office. Immediately I'm done with the laundry.
Kampamba, let's start going before we get extremely late, ka? Otherwise, Mommy here won't stop asking questions once.
Oh yes, I even forgot about the meeting, ka? Auntie, as we've started going now. See you next time when I come, or at church on Sunday.
Iwaka Chanda, so what's wrong if I ask too many questions? Don't you know that knowledge is power? Anyways, you girls should take care of yourselves. And Kampamba, make sure to pass by after your meeting so that I give you feedback on how I will go at the WDC's office. But most importantly, to ask more questions.
No problem, Auntie. I'll definitely come.
Let's Participate was brought to you by the Alliance for Community Action. In this episode, Amake Chanda was Joyce Nakamba. Kampamba was Esther Banda. Chanda was Lisa Tembo. It was directed by Taonga Tembo Liwewe.